Welcome to Behind the Veil. We will provide a detailed narrative of Dennis Rader, the BTK killer, weaving together his psychological profile, the forensic evidence that defined his crimes, and the investigative processes that led to his capture. This account will integrate insights into his behavior, motivations, and the forensic techniques used to analyze his crimes, while addressing the outspoken notoriety and gruesome nature of his acts as requested. Hi guys, I need your help to make this channel grow. Please subscribe, and the best of all, it's free. Enjoy the video. The story of Dennis Rader, the BTK killer background and psychological profile. Dennis Lynn Rader, born in 1945 in Kansas, presented as an unassuming everyman, a family man, church leader, and compliance officer in Park City. However, beneath this facade lurked a deeply disturbed individual driven by sadistic fantasies. As a forensic psychologist, I'd classify Rader as a classic organized serial killer with psychopathic traits. His need for control, lack of empathy, and sexual sadism were evident in his meticulous planning and ritualistic killings. Rader's self-coined moniker, BTK, bind, torture, kill, reflected his modus operandi and his desire for infamy, a hallmark of narcissistic personality traits. His fantasies, documented in journals later seized, began in childhood, involving bondage and torture imagery, which he later externalized through his crimes. This aligns with the McDonald triad: cruelty to animals, fire-setting, bedwetting, as Rader admitted to torturing animals in his youth, a red flag for later violent behavior. The crimes, 1974 to 1991, Rader's killing spree began in January 1974 with the murder of the Otero family in Wichita, Kansas. He entered their home under the pretense of a routine visit, then bound and strangled Joseph, 38, Julie, 33, and their children, Joseph II, 9, and Josephine, 11. The gruesome scene, family members suffocated with plastic bags or cords, Josephine found hanging in the basement, revealed Rader's sadistic pleasure in prolonged suffering. Forensic evidence included semen at the scene, though no sexual assault occurred, indicating autoerotic gratification, a signature of his psychological deviance. This crime shocked Wichita, as targeting an entire family was rare and suggested a bold, escalating predator. Between 1974 and 1991, Rader killed 6 more individuals: Catherine Bright, 1974, stabbed and strangled; Shirley Vian, 1977, bound and strangled; Nancy Fox, 1977, strangled with a belt; Maureen Hedge, 1985, strangled; Vicky Wegerle, 1986, strangled; and Dolores Davis, 1991, strangled. His victims, primarily women, were chosen for accessibility and to fulfill his fantasies of control. He stalked them extensively, learning their routines, which reflects the organized nature of his psychopathology. Souvenirs like underwear or jewelry were taken, a common trait in serial killers seeking to relive their crimes. The forensic scientist in me notes the consistency of ligature marks, strangulation methods, and trace evidence, e.g. fibers from cords, which linked the crimes but initially yielded no suspect due to Rader's careful avoidance of leaving fingerprints or DNA. Notoriety and taunting behavior. Rader's need for recognition fueled his outspoken notoriety. Starting in 1974, he sent letters to police and media detailing his crimes with chilling precision. A 1978 letter to KKTV claiming responsibility for the Otero, Bright, Vian, and Fox murders included a poem titled "Oh, Death to Nancy" and introduced the BTK moniker. These communications, analyzed by forensic linguists, revealed a grandiose yet meticulous personality with deliberate misspellings to mask his education level. He held an associate's degree in electronics. His taunting paused in the late 1980s but resumed in 2004 when he sent letters, packages, and even a cereal box containing victim-related items to media outlets. This brazen behavior amplified public fear and fascination, making BTK a household name in Kansas. Psychologically, this reflects a need for validation, common in serial killers who crave control over their narrative. Gruesome aspects and forensic analysis. The gruesome nature of Rader's crimes lies in their sadistic execution. His bind, torture, kill method involved restraining victims with ropes or tape, prolonging their terror through psychological torment, e.g., reassuring them they'd survive while planning their death, and strangling them, often reviving them to extend suffering. The Otero family's murder was particularly chilling, as the children's deaths suggested a complete lack of moral boundaries. Forensic evidence included ligature marks consistent with slow strangulation, bruising indicating struggle, and in some cases post-mortem manipulation, pointing to Rader's necrophilic tendencies. Semen found at multiple scenes without evidence of rape suggested masturbation during or after the killings, a key psychological signature. Trace evidence like fibers and tool marks from knives or cords was catalogued, but pre-DNA forensic limitations in the 1970s, 1980s hindered identification. Capture and Forensic Breakthrough, 2005. Rader's downfall came through a mix of his own hubris and advancing forensic technology. In 2004, he resumed contact, sending a floppy disk to KSAS TV. Forensic computer analysis, conducted by the FBI's Computer Analysis Response Team, recovered metadata from a deleted Microsoft Word document linking it to Christ Lutheran Church and a user named Dennis. This led investigators to Rader, a church leader. DNA evidence, a critical forensic tool by 2005, sealed his fate. Police obtained a DNA sample from Rader's daughter's medical records, a pap smear, and matched it to semen from the Otero crime scene, confirming Rader as BTK. This familial DNA match, an early use of the technique, highlighted the evolving role of forensic science in solving cold cases. Rader was arrested on February 25, 2005, and confessed to all 10 murders, providing detailed accounts that corroborated forensic evidence. Psychological and forensic insights. As a forensic psychologist, Rader's confessions reveal a compartmentalized psyche. He lived a double life, balancing family and community roles with his sadistic urges. His factor X, a term he used to describe his compulsion, aligns with theories of deviant arousal patterns in sexual sadists. The lack of remorse during his 2005 trial, where he recounted murders with clinical detachment, underscores his psychopathy. Forensically, the case highlights the importance of integrating physical evidence, DNA, fibers, behavioral evidence, crime scene signatures, and psychological profiling. The long gap between his crimes and capture, 1974 to 2005, reflects limitations in early forensic technology and Rader's ability to evade suspicion by blending into society. Why it fits outspoken and gruesome. Rader's case was outspoken due to his taunting letters, which kept Wichita on edge for decades and drew national attention upon his arrest. The media frenzy in 2005, fueled by his confessions and the revelation of his ordinary persona, cemented his notoriety. The gruesome aspect lies in the sadistic torture, family targeting, and ritualistic elements which shocked even seasoned investigators. His escalation, killing more victims over time and resuming contact after a hiatus, fits the idea of crimes that grew some in impact and audacity. Legacy and impact. Rader's 2005 conviction, 10 life sentences without parole, closed a 31-year manhunt, but his case remains a touchstone in forensic psychology and science. It underscores the value of psychological profiling in understanding organized killers and the pivotal role of DNA in modern investigations. Public fascination, evident in ex-posts and true crime media, e.g., documentaries like BTK, Confession of a Serial Killer, reflects the case's lasting outspoken status. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe to the channel. Until the next time.